Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be the day I work on this journal till it's complete. And in my mind right now, I know the name of this journal, but I'm having a brain fart, as I would call it. Le Cottage Français. No, that's not it. Is it Le Cottage Français? I don't think it's that. Let me just pull it up here. Oh my goodness, guys, I apologize. Well, at least I'm getting my yawn up and out of the way, but we know there will be more. I know there will be more because I'm exhausted. Emotionally exhausted. I got really sad news yesterday. It threw my whole day, and even today a bit. When I was in Jamaica, my Aunt Elaine died. She was married to my dad's brother, and he had passed away. I would say it's a good 10 years since he passed away. And when we were in Jamaica, we got the news that my aunt had passed away. It's called La Collection Bleue. And I will have the link to the shop because I can never pronounce Pascal's shop properly. MilleFeuillesShop. Pascal is originally from France and she moved to Quebec. Her husband is Andre's brother, and we've become friends, and lo and behold, we both love junk journaling. And she creates digitals, and so I'm working with her digital. The digital for all the pages you get it for in the kit. Sorry, it for, oh, my English is really good, guys. It's like, I think she charges like $3. I've been trying to get her to, she's charging $2 right now for it. So I would grab it now. I keep telling her that her work is worth more than just $2, but she won't listen to me because, you know, she's still new, so she's still doubting herself like I am with my digitals I'm creating. And there's 20 printable pages. 20. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pages. And you'll see as we work through this journal. Now, of course, I've added other papers in there because I'm doing a flip-flop, so we'll need a lot. I finally got the things in. Today I tried something different. I created this one myself, so this is a free ledger paper I found. And then I added some graphics to the front, and then I threw a wallpaper on the back. And normally I would throw like the same color background on the back, but I've been watching 507 Willow House Journals, Leslie, and she does a lot of this, where she'll just put wallpapers on the back. And I thought, oh, I love that idea. So I did some of those up for myself. So I did some on a plain piece, some this one I didn't, so I just have a piece to play with. So I did some of that, but I created this by layering some aspects. I've been playing around with digitals, and I've got my blue stuff here. I need more blue ephemera. In the last video we made these, and I want to make some more. I really love how this turned out, so I got to do some more of that. So I got to put this in here. I think I did, was it this one? Yeah. So see, I just took some other, this is a digital I have. I layered two different things on top to get it. And then I threw some wallpaper on the back of, some I just did plain. That's normally sometimes what I do with wallpaper, or I do the same wallpaper front and back. But I just was playing around today. I have more digitals. I made myself some ephemera, and large pieces and things like that. And then I have these small pieces I still need to get cut out. I made those a while ago. And it's just a matter of me just getting, and I should have done those already. These ones take me a little bit longer, but I have a special coming up in my store. Tomorrow I'm going to start it. And there's some of those painted things, swatches I did. That's some scraps here. And then some smaller ephemera pieces here. And this is some bigger pieces I've been putting together for myself. So that's all. I'm going to throw these in with it. That way I have room on my desk. I have my tea. The only thing I can't find, I found this freebie, but I didn't like, this came out green and then the rest of it came out a gray blue. I was disappointed in the coloring that came out, and these printed first. So if I was running out of ink, this should have been the one that ran out of ink on it. I'll use it, no doubt, but it was a little, I'm looking for my scrap. I remember I had that little purple envelope I was keeping my scraps in. I've already lost it. I just made that envelope up. It might be in my pile somewhere. Sorry, I'm choking. So here's the journal. I made a little bit of a mistake. I did not want this on the front. I wanted to put one of Pascal's beautiful ones on the front. So I'll end up trying to fix that up. I meant for this to be the back piece, and then I ended up just putting, and this was supposed to be the front piece. So then I could put one of Pascal's digitals on it. Oh, you know how it is. Now with a flip-flop, sometimes you do get some of this, and I'll try to fix that up. But I don't worry too much, because by the time I add lace and all that to it, then we'll go. So I got the first, I haven't covered these yet, because I haven't finished deciding how I'm going to go with that. As you see, I took one of the slouches, those that I made. Well, I made another one for it because I had to make one longer. Because when I'm doing the middle, I like to reinforce it with another paper. However, I should have used a different music paper because that music paper was old. So this is one of the front of one of Pascal's digital. So this is one. So I'll just show you. This is one journal, one signature. Then there's a second signature. And normally I don't have this flop out, but I added something different this time. Then you flip it this way, and I have another signature. One thing I'm doing different because I'm watching Leslie. This journal might take us a while to do. We are going to flop. It's gonna be a work through, and I'm really not liking that, so I'm gonna have to fix that up a bit. I'm gonna have to take the ruler. Let's do that, or it's gonna drive me crazy. And we're just gonna take a tip of that off, because it's gonna drive. And of course, it didn't tear well, but that's okay. We can have it rugged looking. That doesn't bother me, and you never know what I'm gonna do here. Does that fix that problem somewhat? Still the front part. So I still have to fix that a bit. So basically, I'm going to walk through this journal. We may not do we might jump from page to page in here and there. And this is very new for me because I'm doing something she does. She doesn't always do front and back on hers. I always have in all my journals I've ever made. So this is stepping out of my comfort zone because she does something that's really neat, and I'm trying it. And I should have watched a video because she goes in and covers them. It does different things to them. So like we're going to do a lot of flip-flops and things like that. Now this journal will end up being for sale in my shop. And that piece is going to drive me crazy too. It's harder to cut it when it's in here, but I'm going to try my best to trim it up. Hopefully I did it pretty good. Okay, so it's not hanging over. Just the tip of that is. Boy, that paper is just giving me... That happens, especially with a flip-flop. So, of course, this is just something I found. I'm going to be doing a collection of these up myself. Different papers like this. But these aren't 8x10s because of what I find. So the first page, I'm not going to do anything to. I love her and I don't want to cover her. Well, all I might do is paper clip something in this. And this is something Leslie does a lot of. For instance, I made this cute little swatch, but again, it's going to cover her too much. So I don't really want to use something small, but big. But I do have this that I might end up putting here. Just to add a little something. Now I can paper clip this in. I could staple it in. I'm not gluing it. I'm just going to put it there. I might end up using, could I fold it in half and use it? Or is it too big? Yeah, it's too big. Or I would have used it as a tab. But I think that's what's going to go on my first page. But first, we have to deal with this. So obviously, you can leave a white paper here. Leslie does many different ways of doing this. Sometimes she collages it. What mainly she does, or she puts a whole new paper on it. I'm going to have to move this. I am going to redo this desk. Unfortunately, I was hoping next week. As I said, I'm going to be doing a special in my store, Purple Hearts Create. Let me tell you about that in a second. When I'm collaging something and watching. So we're going to do all kinds of different things in this. We're going to make really out of the box tuck spots. Woof, tongue-tied a little here. We're going to be doing flips and flops, and a perfect example of that is not close by. And I have showed this journal, and it has been spoken for, and I'm finishing up for the person. And why is it not present in front of my face? I don't know. I know I had put it aside because I had sold it and I wanted to finish up the couple pages in it. Isn't that silly? But you know what I also need to do? I need to finish out. I have lots of journals like this that I have started. And like this is another flip-flop and I haven't done much with it. So I need to start working on some of the journals. And then, oh, geez, you know what? If it would have been a snake, guys, it would have bit me good. I would have had to be rushed to emergency with a big bite. So this is like a little mini flip-flop. Well, it's one signature, but in it I have like, let me show you if I can find a page really quick. Of course, I can't find a page really quick. See, it flips out. That's a small flip. See? So we're going to be doing a lot of that in this journal. It's going to be very different. Okay? Now this one is spoken for. I have it sitting over on the other side because I want to finish it up and have it ready. This is a page I just found, an old textile page, and I put it in there. A book page. This is dyed paper that someone sent me. This is my digitals. I do sell these in my shop. They're lace. I have right now them done in blues, pinks, purples, greens. I can do yellow. I have yellow started, not finished yet. And I have red started. And then this is just one of Pascal's pages. And this is a freebie I found somewhere. I don't even know where. Again, this too. And I left it. Vintage music paper. Again, another dyed paper somebody sent me, and the coloring in it was perfect. This is one of Pascal pages. Now, Pascal's pages I did have to cut down, guys. I went to a smaller journal. I only had to trim it up some. So I had to be careful when doing that. This is another book page. And I left it like this because I like the idea that you can write on this. I'll add a little thing. The middle of this, again, is one of Pascal's. This is the back of it. This is an old needle cross stitch book. Again, this is another page of pastels. Well, it's part of the one music page. This is the back end of everything. So, and I added the washi tape in there. It was sitting around on my desk and I was tidying it up and I put it there. That's what I love about washi tape. Again, the back of pastels. This is a pastel print as well as graphic fairies. I think I printed the full of it. She uses it throughout her digital. I printed it as a whole, and then you'll see the other side of the swatch. Then again, this is a graphic fairies, both these. And I just seen a little piece that's sticking up here. Tips, always for me. I'm not the best at getting. This is a pastel page. This is an old music book, and this is I've used the other part of it somewhere else. And this, I'm going to have to be careful because I might have to put some washi on that. So that's got its own little flip out because I didn't want to lose any of this beautiful graphic in it. So, like, as you can see, when you flip it all out, I thought it was beautiful. And to this, I'm probably not even going to do much. Where I might end up is here adding something. So this is, I only have a few papers of this. This is a vintage shorthand book page someone sent me, and I don't have much of it. This is a blue graph paper. I'm not even sure where I got that. Just some art paper, one of Pascal's digitals. This is a digital I found. And did I do that right? And see, this is what can happen, guys. I did it upside down. I don't even know why I have it like that. I thought it, oh yes, it is. I was sure it was meant to be a pocket, and I just can't get it open. Sorry. There we go. And this was not supposed to be like it. It was a printing error, but I wasn't going to waste it. It happens. And again, it's just a freebie I found somewhere, threw it in there. This is part of a calligraphy book. That's the graphic fairies freebie, but in Pascal's you'll see it as well. The back end. This is the other side, and I didn't, instead of cutting it, because normally I would have to trim it right about here for it to fit, I folded it over. So we'll do something neat with that. Again, even with this paper, instead of trimming it off, I did a fold. I could turn that into a tuck. I can, as we go, deciding what I had done a lot of. So there we go. There's that other side of the music paper that folds all the way out. Then the back of Pascal's. I could cut this off if I decide I don't want to use it. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, so I left it. Okay, and then the last signature, you turn it this way and you open. And this is a part of Pascal's digital. This is a dyed paper kit that I sell. And I just happen, here's the top half of that music paper. So I used the whole thing because it was blue. How perfect was it? All right, so this is one of the Pascal's graphic. And again, I didn't want to lose some of it. I created so I can collage and still use that as a tuck spot. So that's why I didn't glue it down yet, because we'll collage a book page. Again, I do this quite often where I leave, it's just one of mine, some mulberry paper, a bag that I printed on cellophane and made, so I turned it into a pocket. And I can add another pocket here, so it can be double pocket. This is one of Pascal's. And this is just a dyed paper and one of Pascal's. And now that I'm looking at that, I think because I need to straighten that a bit, but I might fix it in another way. And then another, that's the other end. So then you'll see the reverse Pascal's. So I could flip that either way. Because I have the flip here, I think it's going to end up flipped this way, so that it's not two flips together. Pascal page. This is a part of a Pascal page I cut to do the back. And there we go. So let's get started here. So we're going to start here and here. Two ways we could do this. I'll just say it really quickly. You could take a page. For instance, this page would almost work perfectly. And we might do that just first off instead of collaging, except for this kind of goes the wrong way. So we might have to, I'm just trimming it. I have done everything in my power to take the border off my printer, but I know when it's time for me to get a new printer, I will try to figure out if I can tell. I've read everything on different, no, baby love, no. And last night again, I didn't sleep well because we have, downstairs there's a fireplace and the brick wall, the mice are coming in on the top of it and they're coming down through the chimney. And Pika caught one again last night. Last night she did even better. Last time she jumped and knocked it off the wall. Last night she jumped up halfway up the wall, caught it in her mouth and took it down. And then it ran around all my bookshelves and under my desk while I was working. I mean, it was too much, guys. Too much. See, I could go ahead and glue that right in if I wanted to and leave it like that. But I don't want that. And I don't think I want this either because I put now that I trim that, right? I don't want that. The only reason that would be good is if I decided to leave it. Boo boo. No, baby, that's not, come down. Come down. You can't come on the desk with me. There's no, she's trying to find how to get to me and get up on the desk. Come on, baby girl. You can't go up there, baby. Okay? Your box is right here. Come get in your box. We'll move it closer. Come on. Come on. She likes to be close. And because it's closer to my other desk and I'm using... Come on, up here. Come on. Come on. She's not getting food. I could do that because, I mean, if I did that, but see, I'm not liking this side by side, so I'm not going to. Oh, I don't know why my scissors are in there because I probably just threw them in there real quick. Kind of looking, and this is a really, really going to be a journal that you're going to work along with me, guys. It really is. So I'm just going to see what I've got in here. I don't need my glasses on. I don't think that's the right size. I think it's a little smaller than I want to. But I have another swatch page like this that if I decide... Ooh. Take your time, cut it, Christina, so you get a straighter edge. Boo-boo, no, baby. I gave you your food. You're not getting it. She thinks if she bothers me right now, she's going to win a battle. That's what she thinks. Now, it does fit perfectly in there if I decided to do that. But I'm thinking I want that to flop out. Like that. Like that. So I want plain paper. And that's where that, remember I said I had one music page that I didn't print on the back of? Oh, that's my, I didn't put it in there. And I'm still debating this desk situation. I really am. I need for filming and to keep my baskets neatly here. Looking for the blank. Boo-boo. Arrête. Arrête. Enough. A little bit of French I use. Sorry. Stop. It means stop. I don't know why in French it sounds nicer. In your bed. Over here. Over here. Come here. You are being a little devil. A little devil. Say hi to everybody. That's Boo Boo. Okay, kisses, box. Lay down. Lay down. I'll move you closer. Lay down. And you see, I almost made a mess. Just for you. Now lay down. I'm not going to that desk, so I don't know why you're jumping up there. She really just wants my attention. She just wants love right now. She's being boo-boo. It's funny that I'm going to go ahead on my first page and do this, but I could be the back page. Especially if you're not good at printing front and back. I mean, you can do this. Also, if, you know, I don't have to worry about the cost effect. Well, I do because, you know, I only pay for so much. But ink-wise, because I don't have to worry how many when I had my printer before, I didn't like to print much because it was so costly. I had a Canon, and my ink it was about $70 a piece for one for the black and one for the color, and sometimes I was going through one a week, and that became really costly. Now, part of some of this is always hard to get it right up, so you got to be ready to be happy with some of the white showing. It's just the way it is. I mean, you could take and easily take and go like this. So if it wasn't so starchy white on you, if it does show through a little bit, it all depends on what you want to do. I'm trying to do this, but I don't think I can fold that back very well. Just for a second while I put glue on this. I should put a paper down there. Really, no, it doesn't work for me. No, it's not. That does not work at all. Come out of there. You do not want to do that. That is fine. Oh, because I touched Boo Boo. Get that off of there. Before I got Pika and Boo Boo, I had Guido. Guido Sarducci was his name. I was married at the time when I got Guido. And the deal I had made with Sean at that time was if he let me get a cat, because he wasn't a big, well, he did like animals. He always had, I mean, when we dated 1 year, his little brother wanted a cat, so we had kittens. So he did take it. I named it Bubbles. They named it George. Excuse me, Miss Thing. She's throwing paper off the desk. Behave yourself, Miss Thing. She's too much sometimes. Now be ready, because when you glue this in, it'll be harder if you want to ink the one side of it, the side that's going on the inside. So think about that before you glue it. And I should have thought of that before I put the glue on. Lucky it won't take me long to ink because I don't want it heavy inked. I gotta put my glasses down so I can make sure. Now I always go over the edges each side because I just find it easier to line it up. And see, but when the pages are together, you don't really see it. You see it a little bit up here because obviously I didn't cut straight enough. But that's an easy fix. A little washy there, you know, who knows. And we'll take this, we'll put that up. Let's put the ink up there. Let's get the ruler. You know, I watch the ladies tear their pages like this all the time, and they get beautiful, and it does work to me. I find it gives me a better edge, but see, I get that, and I don't know why they don't always get that, or maybe they do and they just leave it. I don't know. It does give a little bit of a rougher edge, and I wanted that with this journal more. So, okay. And sometimes, see, I gotta go in here But this is definitely, this video is just really, it's, you know, hey, it's enough over there. That's enough. She is frisky and devilish right now. Freakish and devilish right now. Just a second, guys. She's really intruding in on our time. I am so sorry for that. Oh, boo-boo. You're just going to be a little devil. A little devil. I don't want that box on the floor. Do you hear me, Missy? There you go. You have more space on my desk now. This part can get a little tricky. I'm really hating what this did. But I think what I'm pulling it up this way, I'll see what I can do. I mean, it's a junk journal, so, I mean, everything isn't always going to be perfect, guys. I watch Leslie do this all the time. She made it look so easy. But even watching Leslie, we make mistakes. Everybody does, and that's the way my journal, mine will always be, guys. You will always see mistakes and all. We all do them. We learn from them. We become better at what we do because of them. In life, we learn a lot of things from errors that we make. And it's just, try it again. Repeat. The great thing with this, you're going to see a bit of the white because that's just the way it is when you're gluing paper together. And that curled because I made it curl. That's easy fix. I just, also when I close it up. There we go. And this journal is meant to have, it's very, I want it to be, I hate the word rough, but I want the imperfections in it. I want to fold this over and make a little aged mark on it. I want that. Don't be afraid to scrunch too. That adds to aging. Especially if you want to add ink. I think it looks really good. Scrunch the paper a little bit. It doesn't have to be pristine, straight all the time. Okay. Perfect. Now, as you can see, you do see a little bit there, right? It's just the way it is. You can come in. I could come in with, if I wanted to add a little something more to it, I could do that. But this is where washi tape too. I sometimes find I like to add the washi tape in. And I'm testing it out, so I didn't do the whole. See, I can put in the washi tape right along there. Now, I needed to make it the whole length, but I just wanted to see how it looked first. Don't worry, that little piece will not go to waste. So now I gotta... Now, with washi tape, guys, some is very sticky, but washi tape has never been a permanent thing. So I always add a little glue. Not always easy when you're doing the long pieces. You just have to be patient and play with it and work with it. And it curls and does all that fun stuff. And it just really is doing its own thing. Okay, so we'll just do that. There we go. I'm going to put my glasses down so I can see. You're going to probably see the top of my head, but my hair is clean. I just had a shower this morning. I'm bad with, I bathe. I like my bathtub time. I'm bad with my hair sometimes because in the morning when I get up, I'm just ready to get to my desk and craft. But, you know, and I'll say, oh, I'll do it after my tea. Well, then I get working on something and I forget. I'm not going to waste that little corner. We're just going to throw it in there. Again, I'm going to do the same thing here. So there we go. Andre's coming downstairs. What can I do for you, mister? Yeah, but you can ask me a question. It's not a problem. Andre? Okay. Have a sip of tea. So there we go. And I like adding that in because I also think it adds a nice little, you know, to the page. So, you know, don't be afraid of it. And I love this washi tape and I have no idea where I got it from. This is the only blue washi I have. I need to go on Temu and buy some blue washi. It's harder to find washi here in Canada. Our Michaels hardly carries it now. And I don't like buying the full. Sometimes I like individual. Okay, so now what we can do, we could bring that page in and flip it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to grab, I got those images. I have images I already cut. Did I put it in this basket? No, I didn't. It's got to be in here somewhere. That's why I need it one basket bigger. Oh, there we go. Guys, I found this really cool thing, and I have to show you. I got it off of Temu, and I don't know the name of it. And I'm going to use it. It only fits one size basket that I have. It doesn't fit my small white basket that I have stuff in right now. It fits these one baskets I have. Let me see. Let me show you. And I'm going to get, I only ordered one for now to see if it would work. But I just got to take out my ephemera from there. I'm going to put it in like this, right? Because I'm redoing one of my roll carts. Where are my ones that I already have done? Let's just grab some of these. So then I can stand my work up in them, especially my mask making tags in my journal, and I can stand it up. Isn't that cool? So, and I can put several in one. It's just I would have to do like the same size or maybe the same, and you know, they fit in there perfectly. Isn't that a cool thing? So I'm going to buy some more of these, and then I think I got these from our Dollarama, so I'm going to get a few more of these. But isn't that cool? I got it from Temu, and I think I paid $2. So it's a good way to take my basket and do that with it. And I could tape it down if I wanted to, but I think once the weight's in there and the things are sticking out, but isn't that cool? I love it. And I got it off of Temu. Gotta love Temu. Gotta love it. Let me put my stuff back before Boo Boo decides she's gonna frisk it all over the place. I'm jumping all over the place. Let me get back to work here. So I have this image I could put here. And flip it out like that. So let's do that. This is going to go on there. And I'm going to use some paper bag. Those ones I have made up to go in a journal. And normally I have lots of paper bags sitting here, but right now, because I want paper bag, it's not sitting here, because usually in the side here I keep paper bag. I know you're here, paper bag. Why aren't you showing yourself? Music pages. Music pages. Aha, there it is. Wasn't that hidden. It was just hidden for me. I think one of my cats, unfortunately, just went for a poo-poo. Part of being in a small place sometimes. I should have turned on one of my... I haven't been turning them on enough lately. I sell Scentsy, but I don't sell Scentsy because I want it to sell Scentsy. My sister needed a Scentsy person. She didn't want to sell it, so I did, and I love the stuff now too. But my favorite thing from them that I love the most, I love my warmers, don't get me wrong. Love my warmers. I'm a candle person, and for me to say that I love it more than... Okay, so put that, hold it back up for now. Tuck it back in the side. I don't need all of this, so let's get that tear ruler out. So I don't have to deal with all that extra edges while I try to do this. Okay. And when I do this sometimes, I don't always put it, sometimes this edge, I want that edge kind of torn up and perfect. I want to ink her up real quick. One of the things I learned sometimes, if you take a paper, especially that's something sturdy, and you put it behind it, it makes it easier. Guys, like I was telling you, something happened yesterday. My cousin, well, I told you that my Annie Lane, while I was in Jamaica, passed away, and her husband, my Uncle Jim, passed away 10 years ago, I think it is. It's hard. Sometimes the years go so fast. And so then I have my cousins, Lorna and Jamie. They had 2 kids. And Lorna has been estranged from the family. And Jamie and her, with death of their mother, had kind of started in this past month, get things back and talking. And so, you know, and Jamie has 7 kids. 4 girls and 3 boys, 7 kids. I could be wrong. There could be 6. It's terrible when you lose. I lost count of how many there were. I'm close to them. When I was growing up, like, I know some people aren't close to cousins, and I don't get to see Jamie as often as I would like, because my cousins, because of living a distance from them. But it doesn't change the fact that when we grew up, we spent a lot of time at my Annie Lane's and Uncle Jim's. Sometimes we'd go over there on a Saturday for a few hours. My dad and the adults talk, and me, Jamie, Lorna, Teresa, and a lot of times my cousin Chad was there, and my Uncle Raymond, because when my Aunt Pat split up, we were still close with my Uncle Raymond, and he lived around the corner as well. So he would be there with Chad when Chad was visiting. So we'd all head up to the park that was up the street from their house, and we'd play at the park all together or run around in the backyard. We always played a lot as kids together. And yesterday morning at 8 a.m. I get a call, and my sister's crying, and it wasn't on my phone because I was sleeping, so I don't have my ringer on at night. My sister knows that, so she phoned Andre, and then Andre brought the phone down to me. My uncle Jamie, who is just a year older than me, or not quite a year older than me. Some of us are so close in age, we forget sometimes who's the older one. But I know he's a bit older than me. Died. He was fixing his truck, and something happened in the truck. He was underneath the truck, and it came down on him. So he died because of it. So it's been very hard. And even right now, I just took a breath. Because now my cousin Lorna, not that I'm not my second cousins, Jamie's kids, you know, they're not, you know, I know what it's like to not have your father anymore. And so we got that news yesterday. And I didn't do much online. I have 3 people that asked me about orders. I didn't do the way it was supposed to. Ugh, I got to trim that up. Unfortunately, I should have done it. I should have checked that. That's okay. No biggie. So I was out of it yesterday. I fussy cut. That was it. That's all I could deal with. And I glued this the wrong way. I did double duty boo-boos. It's okay. We'll put something on it. No big deal. This is where this comes in handy. So I couldn't do much yesterday. I was a mess. I need something dark blue. I gotta make more of these because I don't have very many of them. And as you can see, I'm already gonna use one of them. Maybe we'll use that one. And we don't have to, we just do it like this. Okay. And the shock of it, even today, me and my sister spoke. It's like, is this really happening? Is this really, like, this can't be. It can't be. And so I will have to go home. We think, they said that possibly Tuesday is the funeral, but of course it only happened Sunday, and so, you know, still trying to get everything together. And of course, if it hit me, you can imagine the family, how hard it hit them. So just, you know, if you could pray for my cousin's family, his kids, his sister, who now both her parents are gone, and now her brother. I can't imagine if something happened to my mom and my sister at you know, months apart. Literally a month apart. I would be a wreck, so I don't even want to know how my cousin is handling all this. Again. And how his children are handling it. So I fussy cut yesterday. That was all. I didn't even turn on YouTube. I just want it quiet. I don't know why. I couldn't. I would try to watch a video, but I just was needing that quiet. And a couple people put some messages on my store, and I'm going to get back to them after I do this video. But I have to go home, and most likely the funeral will be Tuesday. But like, what I'm going to do probably later tonight is continue working on this and make a second video, and then upload it on the Tuesday of that, for that week, because, you know, we're in a good place with this. So what we're going to do is basically do a flip. And all you need is some washi. I'm going to double check if I have another blue. Excuse me as I cough. Because that blue is a little narrow. And I think that I actually on my Temu shopping cart, oh, we could use this blue. This will work. And then it's a cream with blue in it. I got a blue with polka dot. That could work too. Oh, I've got 2 more blue. Look at that. Out of, trust me, out of how much I have, this is not a lot. What do I want to, I think I'm going to go with the dark blue. And we're just basically going to use the washi tape like a hinge. You decide how big of a piece you want it. And I mean, with this too, if I want to, I could add a picture in here, or I can leave it like a writing spot. And when you do this, you do have to hinge it on the other side too. It doesn't work as well when you don't hinge it on both sides. Blah, blah, blah. We need another piece here. That is something I've learned. And I love the fact that I get to use all this washi tape when I was into planning. It's not that I don't love planning. It's just when you're stay at home and you're not working and I don't have kids, I don't like that polka dot. Oh, it's okay. No, maybe I'll go with the flowered on the front. Not sure if I like that polka dot. The polka dot won't go to waste, guys. Won't go to waste. So we're going to hinge it here. Yeah, I'd like that. It's not my favorite with it, but it's less brighter than the blue. Because I don't want to take away from that beautiful, beautiful. Where's my... do that both ways just so that there we go. I put that a little high, but that's okay. It'll still work. Or maybe it won't for me. Is it dry already? I put it too close, guys. The great thing is you can fix it. I'm going to have to check on the time soon. But I'm going to try to do a few extra videos so that while I'm gone, you know, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things from going on holidays. And that one, I might not be able to change it. Maybe pull it out this way. That way. Shift it this way a bit. That helps. See what I did? Because of putting it too close. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. An easy little fix. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's because it's my first hinge in a while, so it takes me a few minutes to get the swing of it. There we go. All fixed. And like I said, that blue is not going to go to waste. maybe I don't like it there. There we go. So there we go. So when you open it, dink, dink, dink. And you can put a tab on it. Like I'll probably add tabs or laces in a little bit to it. And now, since I now know what I'm doing there, I can go ahead and put this on. But what I'm thinking, nope, or do I want to turn it in? That's not what I want. I think I'm going to paper clip it for now. I might put lace there, and then I might watch this thing go flying open on me. There we go. Oh, I did it upside down. Oh, silly me. Well, guys, welcome to Christina's crazy world. I'll fix it up later. There we go. This I'll probably put on a more permanent, but for now I'm putting it there while we think about it. There we go. Let's check the time. This page, we don't have to do anything to it. If you want to turn it into thing, oh my goodness, guys, it's already time for us to go and we did nothing. Nothing. We got one page in. Well, we got to see what the journal looked like altogether. So then we go on to here. We're going to be working on that. I'm also debating, I got to leave that open for a while. I'm probably going to leave this the way it is, because what I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing is adding an image there. It's right in front of me, guys. See what I have. There's nothing I have right now that's too small. It's either too big or too small. We're not sure. We're going to leave it like that for now, guys. I want to thank you today for joining me. As you can see, we are going to be working on this beautiful blue journal over the next few Tuesdays. Well, few Tuesdays. There'll be a lot of Tuesdays, because we're basically going to do that. You're going to watch the process. Now, you'll see that it's curled, but too, as we add weight into this, this will, again, it will sit. Now, you'll see with buttons, it's kind of sometimes why I don't put buttons on things, because it does automatically add bulk, but it's not too bad. So there we go. So on Tuesdays, we're going to be working on this beautiful blue journal from Pascal's, inspired by Pascal's digital kit. I'll have a link down to it, and guys, you can't go wrong for the price. For the amount of pages you got, you get lots of wear out of it, and then by the time you add your music paper to book pages, and I'll show you how even with the pages we can make ephemera out of them, because she only has journal cards with it, but she has 2 collage pages that are going to be great for using it on something. So thank you for joining me today. And on Tuesdays, we will be working through this journal, and it's going to be a work through. All right. And next week, it'll be faster, because I won't show you the actual journal altogether. We'll just jump in and just start where we left off.